WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. Welcome to the Collaborative Café Summer 2025 edition, a podcast series to help college and university instructors cultivate key 21st century skills in their students, regardless of course focus or modality. My name is Stokes Schwartz, and I'm a professor in the Center for Integrative Studies in the Arts and Humanities here at Michigan State University. Today, let's discuss a common challenge for learning teams, namely, a lack of team cohesion. The issue often surfaces during a team's first project together. However, members usually learn from that experience and improve their approach. But other times, the problem persists throughout students' work together, hindering more efficient collaboration. With that problem in mind, today I'll cover how you can help learning teams build and maintain strong cohesion for the long term. Sustaining momentum, trust, and effective collaboration in long-term learning teams, as you might imagine, requires intentional design and facilitation by those of us in the instructor chair, a critical step in laying the foundation for effective student teamwork. After a quick break, we'll explore 3 practical strategies that you can use to crack the cohesion code and help permanent learning teams thrive. Welcome back. Today, we're considering how you can help student learning teams collaborate more cohesively when they work together over extended periods. So, what's the first secret to cultivating learning team longevity? It's having student members establish clear norms for communication and conflict resolution right from the start. Dedicate class time so that team members can discuss and agree on how they will communicate and address any differences that might come up during their collaboration. For example, in a literature seminar, you might facilitate a structured discussion where learning teams consider questions about communication. For instance, they can discuss questions like, how often will we check in outside of class? And what communication channels will we use for different purposes? Further questions for them to consider might include, what are some strategies to ensure that everyone feels heard and respected during disagreements? For conflict resolution, you can likewise guide teams to brainstorm initial approaches with questions like, if we have differences, what steps will we take to work through them constructively? Or, how will we address a situation where a team member isn't contributing as expected? The key point is this: you, as the instructor, can provide a framework of effective communication and conflict resolution strategies as a starting point. Consequently, learning teams should document their agreed-upon norms in a shared, easily accessible Google Doc. That makes it convenient for all team members to refer to as needed, and member accountability becomes a more realistic possibility. Thanks for joining me, everyone. In today's program, we are looking at how college and university professors can help learning teams establish and maintain cohesion throughout the academic term. So let's jump back into that discussion now. Another way you can encourage long-term learning team cohesion involves the design of recurring low-stakes collaborative activities. These activities, in turn, help team members remain engaged, connected, reinforce their collaborative skills, and maintain a shared sense of purpose. Consider, for example, a history course where learning teams are researching different aspects of a given era. Throughout the semester, you might incorporate brief weekly source spotlight activities. Here's what that would look like in practice. Each week, a different learning team would be responsible for finding a unique primary source related to the period and then present it briefly to the class. Team members would highlight the document's significance and connect it clearly to the ongoing course discussion. Carrying out that activity requires the team to collaborate on source selection, analysis, and presentation strategy. Digital tools such as a Padlet board or quick brainstorming sessions using Google Tools can facilitate these weekly collaborations without adding a significant burden to already busy students or instructors. Finally, we come to the third way that you can promote learning team longevity in courses with a collaborative design. Provide opportunities for social connection, especially in hybrid or online environments. Keep in mind that long-term learning team cohesion isn't just about students completing tasks together. It's also about building interpersonal connections through social interaction, as psychologist Lev Vygotsky suggested. Indeed, that's particularly important in online or hybrid settings where student interaction is more limited. Consider how that might look for a language course with permanent online teams working on communicative tasks and cultural presentations. Here, the instructor might encourage teams to create their own informal communication channels. For example, using a WhatsApp group. Provide clear guidelines about appropriate use, however. Instructors can also design icebreaker activities at the beginning of the semester or occasional spotlight announcements that highlight a team's successful collaboration or a particularly insightful contribution to course-related activities. Video conferencing tools for team meetings, even if not strictly required for all course activities, can also help build stronger interpersonal connections between learning team members, helping them maintain long-term team cohesion. WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Before we wind down for today, let's quickly recap the 3 methods you can use to help students establish and maintain long-term cohesion within their learning teams. 1. Have student teams establish clear norms for communication and conflict resolution at the outset of their work together. 2. Design recurring low-stakes collaborative activities to help team members remain engaged and connected. And 3. Provide opportunities for social connection, especially in hybrid or online environments. By building these elements into your courses, you can help student teams cultivate truly cohesive learning communities that enhance engagement and deepen understanding of course content. And with that, we come to the end of today's program. Join me next time when we'll continue our exploration of how to help students cultivate key 21st century skills regardless of course focus or modality. Until then, Thank you for joining me in the Collaborative Café Summer 2025 edition. My name is Stokes Schwartz, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a healthy, safe, and productive week in the meantime. With special regards from Onyx, the cat what am. Bye for now. You've just heard a podcast from WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.